If you have diabetes, you should avoid using these 4 foods. Consuming food has a significant part in maintaining stable blood sugar levels, which is a duty that becomes a daily responsibility for those who have diabetes. The consumption of some foods can lead to a dangerously high surge in blood sugar levels, which can make it more difficult to manage diabetes and raise the likelihood of complications. Knowing which foods are counterproductive to your efforts to maintain control of your blood sugar levels is essential to properly managing diabetes. Some meals may appear to be innocuous, but they may really cause your blood glucose levels to rise far higher than you would anticipate. A deeper look will be taken at 4 particular foods that individuals who have diabetes should steer clear of in the video that we have for you. Watch the video all the way through to find out which foods should be included in the diet of a diabetic. At this moment, let us not waste any more time and get started. Number 1. Full-fat dairy products. Dairy products that are full in fat, such as whole milk, cheese, and butter, contain a form of fat that is more difficult for the body to break down and metabolize effectively. Insulin resistance is a fundamental problem in type 2 diabetes, which makes this a particularly troublesome situation for those who have diabetes. When the body is unable to respond to insulin, it becomes more difficult to efficiently manage the levels of sugar in the blood. It is possible that consuming saturated fats will make this condition even more severe since they interfere with the body's capacity to make effective use of insulin. It is possible that the saturated fats included in full-fat dairy products are also responsible for weight gain, particularly in the abdominal region. This is because increasing insulin resistance is directly connected to excessive weight gain. Having an excessive amount of body fat, particularly visceral fat, the fat that is stored around internal organs, can lead to inflammation and hormonal changes, both of which cause insulin sensitivity difficulties to become even more severe. When a person with diabetes puts on weight, their body needs to exert significantly more effort in order to keep their blood sugar under complete control. Over the course of time, this may result in increased glucose levels, which in turn raises the risk of issues such as cardiovascular disease, nerve damage, and renal difficulties. Additionally, full-fat dairy products have the potential to increase levels of LDL cholesterol, in addition to making insulin resistance worse. Individuals who have diabetes are already at a greater risk for cardiovascular disease. The consumption of foods that elevate LDL cholesterol may have the potential to enhance this risk even more. An elevated level of LDL cholesterol is one of the factors that leads to the accumulation of plaque in the arteries, which can result in blockages and ultimately lead to heart attacks or strokes. People with diabetes are already more susceptible to cardiovascular problems as a result of the impact that raised blood glucose has on blood vessels and the heart. This is especially harmful for diabetics because of the increased risk of cardiovascular complications. Number 2. Sugary beverages. A quick increase in glucose levels occurs as a result of the rapid entry of sugar into the circulation that occurs when a person eats beverages that are high in saturated fat and sugar. Someone who has diabetes is more at risk because their body either does not create enough insulin or is unable to make good use of the insulin that it does produce. Insulin is the hormone that is responsible for controlling blood sugar, and when it is not functioning correctly, these sharp increases in blood sugar levels can lead to potentially harmful health consequences. In addition, drinks that are high in sugar have either very little or no nutritional benefit. They are essentially empty calories, which means that even while they may contribute a considerable amount to the total number of calories you consume on a daily basis, they do not provide any nutrients, vitamins, or minerals that are good to your body. Considering that the focus ought to be on nutrient-dense meals that assist in the management of blood sugar levels, this may be especially troublesome for those who have diabetes. Additionally, a condition known as hyperglycemia, often known as high blood sugar, may be brought on by the use of sugary beverages on a frequent basis. In the short term, this may cause problems such as increased thirst, frequent urination, weariness, and impaired vision when it comes to eyesight. Over the course of time, persistently high blood sugar levels have the potential to produce more significant issues, including nerve damage, renal difficulties, heart disease, and eye impairment. There are a lot of calories that aren't being used up in sugary beverages like fruit punch and soda. Recent research suggests that drinking beverages may increase the likelihood of developing diabetes. Number 3. Fried foods. Foods that are fried, such as French fries, fried chicken, and donuts, are often prepared using oils that are frequently reused and ultimately deteriorated when subjected to high temperatures. The process of cooking results in the production of trans fats, which are known to raise the risk of developing cardiovascular disease. Additionally, the high fat content in fried foods delays digestion, which may make it more difficult to maintain a healthy blood sugar level. When a considerable quantity of fat is taken, it takes longer for the stomach to empty, and this prolonged digestion may create fluctuations in blood sugar levels that are not predictable. People with diabetes who are attempting to keep their blood glucose levels stable throughout the day have a particularly difficult challenge as a result of this. Unpredictable levels of glucose in the blood can result in hyperglycemia or hypoglycemia, both of which are associated with significant dangers to one's health. Additionally, fried meals are high in calories, which mean that even a tiny piece can include a large amount of calories per serving. One of the most important aspects of diabetes management is weight management, which is especially important for those who have diabetes. Having an excessive amount of body fat, particularly in the abdominal region, makes it more difficult for the body to make efficient use of insulin, which ultimately results in an increase in insulin resistance. This makes it more difficult to maintain control of blood sugar levels over time and raises the risk of complications associated with diabetes, such as damage to the nerves, renal illness, and eye issues. There was a correlation between the amount of fried food consumed and an increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes, according to the findings of a large study that included more than 111,000 participants. Number 4. White bread and refined grains. Refined grains are used in the production of white bread and other items like white rice, pasta, and pastries. These grains have been processed to remove the bran and germ from them. During the refining process, a significant amount of the fiber, vitamins, and minerals that are naturally present in whole grains are removed. The product that is left over is one that is digested rapidly, which results in the fast absorption of glucose into the circulation. Those who have diabetes may experience severe increases in their blood sugar levels as a result of the rapid breakdown of carbohydrates into glucose. These spikes are difficult for their body to successfully control. Consuming refined grains like white bread causes your body to turn them into glucose practically immediately after consumption. This rapid conversion may exceed the body's ability to create or use insulin, which is the hormone that helps regulate blood sugar levels. This is especially true for those who have just been diagnosed with diabetes. There is a possibility that blood glucose levels will continue to be raised if the body is unable to generate sufficient insulin, or if the cells develop resistance to insulin, which is a prevalent pattern in type 2 diabetes. Complications such as cardiovascular disease, neuropathy, and renal damage can be brought on by these frequent increases in blood sugar, which can cause damage to blood vessels and neurons over time. A piece of commercial white bread typically has between 1 and 3 grams of added sugar. The presence of sugar in higher concentrations may be an indication that it contains sweets that are not essential. After that, here are some daily routines that might help you keep your diabetes under control. Number 1. Regular physical activity. Participate in some form of physical exercise for a minimum of 30 minutes on the majority of the days of the week. Not only can physical activity enhance insulin sensitivity, which in turn enables your body to make better use of insulin, but it also helps to maintain general cardiovascular health, which is essential for taking care of diabetes. Number 2. Drink plenty of water. Throughout the day, make sure to consume a lot of water. Although dehydration can induce a surge in blood sugar levels, maintaining an adequate level of water can assist manage blood sugar levels. Number 3. Stress reduction. The use of techniques such as deep breathing, yoga, meditation, or even basic relaxation exercises can be effective in reducing stress. Keeping stress under control is essential for managing diabetes since high levels of stress have been shown to elevate blood sugar levels. When it comes to managing diabetes, it is not enough to simply cut down on sugar consumption. One must also steer clear of items that cause spikes in glucose levels and lead to insulin resistance. Consuming meals and drinks that are high in sugar, refined grains, full-fat dairy products, fried foods, processed snacks, and sweetened cereals might help persons better regulate their blood sugar levels and minimize the risk of problems connected to diabetes. When seeking personalized nutritional guidance, it is always best to see a healthcare expert. Have you found this video helpful? Please click the like button and subscribe to our channel so that you may watch further helpful videos that are similar to this one. Our goal is to ensure that you are healthy, so thank you for watching.